There we go.
Little bass.
Oh, you gotta, oh, double up, brother. Double up.
Bench oval float with a rattle and a 12-aught.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to that Kentuckessee Angler Show. Today we're doing a little bit of creek fishing with a special guest, the legendary El Crocodile, also known as Kyle. What's up, Kyle? Anyhow, guys, we're gonna be throwing basically whatever works, trying to catch just about anything, whatever's active. We've been dealing with some mega floodage lately. Haven't fished this area too much since, so who knows what's gonna be eaten. In the bait department, we're gonna be working with tubes, of course. They just get it done here. We got swimming Super Fluke Juniors. Gotta have the paddle tail in this water. And last but not least, we have that 4-inch twister tail. Nice little white grub right there. So if you guys have never seen this channel, if you're unfamiliar with it, this is an area I fish a lot. It's really like my backyard creek. I live maybe 10 minutes away from here. Basically, we have a creek flowing in here that's crystal clear at the moment. However, it's meeting some muckier stuff. This is a smaller river and it runs from Kentucky into our great state of Tennessee. Anyhow, they fork right here in the middle. It's packed full of species. Who knows what we're gonna be catching today. Probably a lot of white bass and skipjack, but maybe we'll have some surprises.
4:30, 4:45. I'm like, you wanna go fishing?
There we go. Here we go. That's awesome, bro. I think it's a white. Yeah. Not really a bad one. This area, they're a lot smaller, so. Choked it too. There we go, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Our first fish of the day, I'm not shocked. A nice little white bass. They don't get huge in this area, so it's a decent size for them. Holy cow, man. What do you reckon that was? Oh, man, they're absolutely blowing up. I'm gonna get this bad boy back in the water. We're gonna keep going at it, guys. Just a big old carp. Oh, we caught that fish on a Zoom Swimming Super Fluke Junior with a 1/4-ounce jig head. Bait that just really gets it done over here. One of my favorite paddle tails. There we go. Skipjack, second species of the day. Our lovely little migrant fish, the skipjack herring right there. What are you working with?
3-inch mini fluke.
Okay.
Rainbow trout.
Yeah, dude. A dentist stuff, that's no joke. That's like, if I were to go back to school, I think I'd be like a dentist or something like that.
I can do it.
No, you couldn't deal with the nasty?
No. You gotta be leaned in their face, dude.
Oh, there we go. Fish on, man. What are you? Skipjack. They get to be a nuisance. Got me all excited. He wasn't fighting like a skipjack either. I thought it was a bass. There we go, guys. Little skipjack. They're eating. All right, everybody, so we're doing a little bait swap. I got that 2.75-inch Strike King Bitsy tube in green pumpkin, red and green flake tied on right now. We're gonna be fishing the seam of this creek right here, seeing if anything's gonna be hitting. By seam, I mean the fork where the river meets this little creek over here. I mean, they seem pretty active. We're just kind of struggling to catch them. A lot of skipjack, though. No issue there. There we go. Oh, there we go. First bass of the day. Species number 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, there we go, everybody. They are here. Super tiny. I think there's gonna be some bigger ones in here. I can only hope, but man, that's a well-fed little spotted bass right there. Had to show her off. Got me with that dorsal. Oh. Ooh.
Feels like a skipjack. Yep.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
All right, everybody, so we've been fishing for these skip. As soon as we wanted to catch skipjack, Kyle and I had a dry spell for probably about 30 minutes. So now he's actually gonna use this as bait. It's like a famous catfish bait. I don't know how else to put it. Anyhow, we're not gonna show the whole slicing and dicing, but basically, what are you gonna throw the head in?
probably do a body chunk.
Body chunk. Okay. So, what is it? The crocodilla?
Cocodrilla.
Cocodrilla. All right, the legendary cocodrilla. Let's see what kind of rig you're working with. This is all pretty new to me, so.
I got a slime cat.
What in the redneck? Oh, I thought that was a padlock, dude.
No, it's a crane swivel. It's better than the little cheap 3-ways. 8-ounce flat bank sinker. 80-pound mono. 2.5-inch oval float with a rattle and a 12-aught Nocturnal Nation circle hook. A little overkill for this spot, but
I like your reel.
they're okay. I will say they're alright. They're not the best.
Is that the, let me get out of your way so I don't get knocked out with a padlock looking thing. All right, right in the deep hole, man. I love it.
Where I wanted to be. Right above all that. That 8 ounces in hole.
There we go. Look at this. Oh, a little bass. A little smallie. Species number cuatro. They're here, bro. They're here. Pretty one though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw a
Here we go, guys. Species number 4. Really beautiful, just tiny little smallmouth. These bass are here, but they're tiny at the moment. I'm hoping we can pull a bigger one. That truck is so loud. Tiny, but thankful for you. And I'll see you later. The tube, bro. I don't know, man. I got lucky, like with a lot of baits, you know, I'll throw them around a while before I actually catch a fish on them, so I'm not confident with this. First time I ever tried it out, I threw it in the water, I caught like a 3-pound spotted bass. Ever since then, I've been hooked on them. It's hard for me not to fish these baits. Now, I'm probably gonna hop back over there in a second. I don't know. I caught that little bass like right out of this area. Wanted that green pumpkin. I think it's a slower pop, really. Because I was working that paddle tail pretty quickly, man. There we go.
Little bass.
Oh, you gotta, oh, double up, brother. Double up. Dang, man, mine's like, what the heck is this? A big skipjack or something? Mine's sizable. No, white. White in the current.
I kept feeling that like your little guys smacking at
That's where they're at. So they're right in front of us. Little fish bomb. There we go, double up, man.
You could fit mine in your mouth.
I think mine's a little bigger, but that's okay.
Hey, that's a spot.
Yeah, I caught a little spot about that exact same size, like right out of that area. They must be up, like there's like a pile of rocks right out here.
Yeah.
Huh.
Every time I'd go to lift it there for a second, it felt like they
Maybe that's what I've been seeing, like little fish chase my bait, and I was assuming they were like baby skips.
I had over there, I had a little school of shad like come past me, a little bitty, like maybe one.
What'd you?
And I seasoned it myself, and they were like, best fried fish out. I'm like, well, yeah.
There we go.
Like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I literally just mixed beer and flour. There we go. Hey, that's a decent white. That's one of the better ones. Well, there we go, everybody. Another beautiful white bass. I mean, we're starting to get a little bit of size. We'll get her back in. Pretty fish, though. Ah, that's a sight. You know, helicopters kind of suck, dude. Don't you think? Like, being a man who's also ridden in many helicopters, they're not that good, dude.
It's not like everyone expected it to be. It's like the first like time.
Yeah. It's like crazy loud. There's an open hatch 2 feet away from you. Seatbelts, worst seatbelt ever. It's like a seatbelt of like a 1980s Buick, like a lap belt for the back seat. It's just... There we go. What is this? I don't know, man. I can't see it. I hope I didn't just foul hook something. It's fighting like a buff. Oh, it's just a big white. Or no, it's a drum. Decent sized drum too. There we go, guys. Species number 5, man. And probably the hardest fighting fish of the day. The classic drum bite, man. Had me thinking it was a nice big bass, but she's a pretty one and we're thankful for her. On your way. There we go, that's something a little bit different. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed the video so far. If you have, drop a comment, like, subscribe. It really helps push the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Now let's get on to our bait of the day, the Zoom Swimming Super Fluke Jr. So Zoom was founded back in 1977 by a game machine salesman named Ed Chambers. Ed started out mixing his baits in a 55-gallon drum with a trolling motor, and I found that really, really cool and interesting. If you want to read more about it, go ahead and check out Zoom's website. They have a really cool history portion. I pulled it right from there if you're a big history nerd or a bait nerd like I am. It's a fun read. Now let's get on to the Swimmin' Super Fluke Jr. The Swimmin' Super Fluke Jr. is the smaller version of the Swimmin' Super Fluke, and you can see there's a considerable size difference between the two baits. I'm very partial to the size of the Junior. To its senior, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be throwing the smaller version right here. It's just a good fit for the areas I fish. Now weight-wise, we're gonna be working with 4.91 grams roughly. Throw in that 1/4 ounce ball head I chose to work it on in this video. You're sitting somewhere in the department, somewhere in the ballpark of 10.76 grams. So a decent amount of weight to it when rigged that way. The way I really, really prefer. It just works for the combos I was throwing it on in this video. When it comes to the overall design and aesthetics of this bait, I'm a big fan. It's sweet, simple, to the point. You got your nose piece right here to a wider belly and 2 little flaps right there that are really gonna increase your hookup ratio if you so choose to rig this with an EWG style hook. You got a sleeker portion right here to a big old flapping paddle on the back, which really gives this bait an awesome action. So here's one rigged with a standard EWG hook, and you can see right here when that fish bites, pushes that hook up, the bottom is gonna go in those flaps, and it's gonna give you that much more hook to keep that fish pinned, man. Rigging, performance, and durability wise, when it comes to this bait, it's very, very versatile in the many ways you can rig it. Now, I've already shown you with the standard EWG type hook and like a sliding bullet weight or however you wanna throw it if you're gonna be a cheap guy like myself when fishing grassy areas. However, you can run it on a screw lock with an EWG weighted underbelly type hook, swim bait hooks, as a trailer, you name it. I prefer it with that ball head jig. I like the ability it gives me to place it. I also like working it with that right angle tie. Performance wise, it excels in the performance department. I'm very, very partial to this bait. Not only have I caught my PB largemouth, the 6-pound plus largie on this bait, I've caught an army of dinks, probably more fish than any other bait 9 times out of 10. I'm gonna be carrying one of these bad boys with me. I can't speak highly enough about it. Durability wise, it's durable enough. And what I really like about it is once you've chewed up that tip a little bit after replacing it over and over and over again, you start getting that minor splitting, which you're gonna get with the majority of your soft plastics. You start getting that slippage. You can just bite off or cut off the tip of that bait and replace that jig or that EWG type hook and keep working it. So durability wise, I haven't experienced many issues. There's a reason I keep coming back to this bait over and over and over again. It's awesome all around when it comes to your performance, your durability, and your rigging. Packaging wise, very simple, man. You got your standard Ziploc bag with your Zoom logo on there, like the majority of their soft plastics. No need for a crazy insert. These baits can get jumbled up. I'll throw them in my pocket, walk around with them all day, and they'll still be just as good as new. It's just made out of pretty outstanding plastic that way. No need for any kind of crazy insert or hard packaging like that. I do like the simple, sweet Ziploc bag and their logo, of course. It's really the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of the bait world, in my opinion. When I see that red label, I know I'm probably gonna get something I'm gonna be happy with. So sweet, simple, to the point. Big fan of the packaging. Quantity, we're talking a 10-pack. I'm happy with the 10-pack. I'll usually grab 2-3 packs and jam them all in one bag like I have right here and just carry it around in my fanny pack or in my backpack, wherever I choose to carry these baits. Now let's get into the price. Let me look up the prices right now. I just pulled up their pricing on Google. We'll look at a couple different stores. We have Academy at $549, Bass Pro Shops $579, Tackle Warehouse $599. Getting a little pricier. Outdoor America, never heard of them, $487. And last but not least, Walmart $528. So you're looking at like $5 to $6 for this bait. 10-pack, $5-6. I'm game for that. So last but not least, and finally, my personal opinion on this bait. If you can't tell by the breaking down the bait segment we just ran on it, I'm a huge fan. Holds my PB largely. I've probably caught more bass on it than any other bait I've ran. I run them all the time. It's a real confidence thing for me, and it works wherever I fish. Hammered them up in Wisconsin with this bait. Hammered them in Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, any place I fish. Probably gonna be grabbing a pack of these and bringing them with me. Very easy, versatile to rig. Great action. It's an absolutely stellar bait, man. I don't know what else to say about it. Anyhow, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I had a great time making this one. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I hope you guys are getting some good fish on out there and staying safe. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.